I think that it's a pretty clear signal on the part of tobacco companies that they're going to move into what they believe is a important and burgeoning market. E-cigarettes last year only consisted of about 3 or 4% of the total market for nicotine products. I don't see anything but that going up. I think there's some danger there because the industry is unregulated. The danger being that as an unregulated industry, you don't know necessarily what is in the product that you're taking. So if it says 1 milligram of nicotine, where is the quality control that we have when we manufacture medications? I think where we run into a cultural issue is, are these products being used for the eventual, will they be an eventual gateway to other products, cigarettes in particular? Will people try to use them as a cessation device? Now that, I find, from a health perspective, that's a very interesting one. It's a debate that goes on in the community. They could be. They could actually be very beneficial in the long run as a potential for cessation. We don't know what the intentions are when people go into a drugstore and buy them, and they haven't been tested yet as a cessation device. I think those trials need to be done, and it could very well be that you find that people can move from cigarettes to e-cigarettes to nothing, but we have to do the work, we have to do the studies to be able to do that. And when you do that, we do those kinds of things under the auspices of an FDA-regulated clinical trial. What I would like to emphasize is that I'm not suggesting that that these products are terrible or bad in that sense. From a health advocate perspective, I am interested in how these products can be used as a device for promoting people to quit smoking.
The tobacco industry has always targeted a young generation because they simply must replace the customers who either quit smoking or their most loyal customers who die because of tobacco-related diseases. We know very little. It's a relatively new phenomenon, and it needs to be very carefully researched before we actually can say that this is a safer product, because there are so many unknowns about electronic cigarettes. You know how kids are with all these new gizmos and gadgets and electronic devices. They're all over these new technologies. So I wouldn't be tremendously surprised to see that they would be very interested in trying these new products. What we're trying to do with our educational campaign, we're just trying to inform the young people about these new products. And we try to be honest, fair. We say there's not enough research behind this product. We do say that these products contain nicotine, and nicotine is not a neutral substance. We try to explain the dangers, the potential dangers behind using these cigarettes, particularly developing addiction. Once you develop nicotine addiction, it's very difficult to get rid of. E-cigarettes are not necessarily tobacco products because oftentimes nicotine is derived from other sources than tobacco because it's synthesized from somewhere, some other sources. But nicotine is nicotine. So once they get hooked on nicotine, then it's easier for them, it's less aversive for them switch to other products like conventional cigarettes or smokeless tobacco and become lifetime smokers or lifetime smokeless tobacco users. It's much better to avoid any tobacco products or any new novel, even attractive looking products that potentially can get you hooked on a substance that you don't want to be dependent for the rest of your life.